Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to be breaking down some of my favorite makeup looks that I've done up until today and basically giving you the 411 on what I did and what I used for these glands. So if you're interested in seeing what I have to say, then please keep watching in this video. So today I'm going to be going through my Instagram with just a few makeups that I've done up until this time have been some of my favorite makeup that I've done so far. So yes, I just basically want to break them down and give you all the details on why I love these looks so much. So I'm not going to include any looks that I've done on myself, but I do tend to play a lot with makeup on myself and I like how I do my makeup, but I'm not going to include myself in any of these. These are going to be solely clients and makeup that I've done on other people. So I'm going to start off with this makeup look that I actually did on my sister for a makeup class that I did in November of last year. And I just love this look because it's so understated, but when you look at the details of it, it's really gorgeous. So if you zoom in to the skin looks luminous, but also flawless. It looks like all the imperfections are covered, but not too heavy where it looks like way too much makeup. And so the skin is just kind of like very luminous. And then if you zoom into the eyes closed, you can really get a really nice detail as far as the eyes. I personally love this look because of the eyes. The eyes just capture you in a different way. So what I achieved with this look is a very smoky liner situation that is very versatile for different eye shapes, which is what I was teaching in the class. So if you zoom into the eyes, you can see that on the lash line, it's very dark, very smoky, and then has this really beautiful blend to a nice brown and then shimmer on the inner corner, which I think is a stunning kind of smoky eye technique for everyone out there. It's very versatile to do something of the sort. Keeping it more smoky towards the lash line and blending it out is a really beautiful technique that I see a lot of people on the red carpet do, especially because lots of celebrities tend to have very deep set eyes, and this just looks very beautiful on a wide variety of deep set eyes. So this is really beautiful. And I remember everyone who created this look in my class was just like obsessed with their results because it seems so difficult when you look at the overall end photo, but then when you actually perform it and you realize that it's just simple, taking it step by step, everyone was astounded by their results and I loved it so much. Next makeup look I'm gonna mention is this makeup that I did on Melissa Peterman, and she was in Florida for a foundation event for an Selfless Love Foundation. And I went ahead and did her makeup for the event. She was the MC of the event, and I just love it so much. I want to say Melissa Peterman was one of the nicest people that I've met, as far as famous, I guess you can say. So she's such a sweet person, so I had to mention her in this video because the way she treats people is just so loving. She's so humble and down to earth, and she's not at all like this kind of very like what you would assume a celebrity would be like. She's very down to earth. She's very like relaxed. She let me do whatever it is that I wanted with her makeup. She let me have full creative control, and I just love how it came out because I think that she's such a beautiful woman and her eyes just like capture you. So I wanted to make sure that I kept the focus on her eyes while making her skin look naturally luminous, like if she had just gone for a run and had like this really nice blush to it, but also like a nice shine. So I thought that it was really beautiful the way that we framed her eyes, and she's such a sweet person that she deserved everything good for her. My next one up is a bride whose makeup I did for her wedding day, and she just looked so pretty. I'm obsessed with this makeup. She had told me that she doesn't wear a lot of makeup on the regular, so usually when someone tells me that, I'm a bit afraid of going too heavy with their makeup. So I like this look because the eyes are not too heavy. They look very bridal and doe-eyed. Have a little bit more, she does have kind of like a more square face. It's a little bit wider on the sides and then thinner in the middle portion. So I like to keep everything a little bit more sculpted, so that way it kind of elongated this portion of the face. So I kind of wanted to keep everything kind of light in the center. So if you notice, she has a very light under eyes here, but not bringing out too far. And the eyes just kind of like gave her a little bit more of an almond shape. And I loved this look because even though it doesn't look heavy, I did put a lot of makeup on her skin because she did have quite a bit of acne. So I did have to apply a lot of layers of makeup, which is something that a lot of people don't realize, is that when you have acne, you do have to put on a lot of layers of makeup. And so since she had acne, but she doesn't want to look heavy, I made sure to do some really nice skincare before applying her foundation and her face makeup. So I made sure to exfoliate her skin, heavily moisturize everything, and let that moisturizer sink in, because I knew that I was going to go in with a lot of products to cover up the acne. So I wanted to make sure that the skin was clean, had no dead skin cells, but also was really nice and moisturized. So it was ready to sort of accept all that makeup that's going on top and very much prepped. Now this makeup here, I especially loved this look because this client right here let me know from the get-go that she's very picky. And when a client tells me that they're very picky, I almost feel like, okay, challenge accepted, because you're picky, but little do you know that I'm also picky with my own work. So I was very happy to hear that she's picky, because I was like, okay, challenge accepted, we're gonna make this work and you're gonna love it. So that's personally why I wanted to mention her here, because she told me from the beginning, she's like, I'm very picky, just so you know, I'm very hard to please. I have a friend who is a makeup artist, she does my makeup all the time. So the bar was high, the bar was definitely set high. And I knew that she liked glam. She told me she wears a lot of makeup on the regular. So I wanted to do something glamorous, but not too much where it made her look older or aged her. Since she had, you know, she has like larger lips, and she had just gone to a concert the night before and was super tired. So I could easily go a step too far with her makeup. And so for that reason, I wanted to do something glam, but that would not make her look more tired than what she already is, or age her in any way. And then I tried to very much sculpt her face because she was wearing a high ponytail hairstyle. I want to make sure that I really sculpted and enhanced that kind of ponytail look that she had going on. So I made sure to really sculpt under her cheekbones, as well as the sides of the temples and around the forehead. So that way it looked very much like we are using that ponytail kind of facelift look to her advantage. So I went ahead and did that, but I was overall pleased with the look because she didn't want to change anything at all. She saw herself afterwards and she was like, oh my God, I love this so much. And I thought I was gonna be picky and tell you everything I don't like, and she loved the look. So personally, I felt very satisfied with this look. Now, I do love this next look because this is Eloise DeJoya. And if you're not familiar with who she is the wife of John Paul Mitchell. Is it John Paul Mitchell? Something like that. Paul Mitchell, basically. The brand owner, the owner of all those hair care products, the owner of all those salons and beauty schools. That's him, and this is his wife. And I did her makeup, and I just love this look because she is such a beautiful woman. And she's a very nice person, but I did notice that she was a little bit more on the picky side. But that's to be expected. She is someone who is photographed constantly and probably gets her makeup done a lot. So I could completely understand the reason why she was a bit picky with the look. But overall, she loved it, and she is an older woman, so I wanted to be careful with applying too many powder products, especially under her eyes, because she does tend to have a bit of texture around here and around the crow's feet area. So I made sure not to do that, but I wanted to keep a kind of luminous kind of look here on the cheeks and around her brow bone because that kind of gives a look of kind of like youthfulness. So I really loved that. And then I paired it with this beautiful brownie nude lip that was just stunning. It was like capturing your eyes because it was just like so high shine and so beautiful, and everyone was obsessed with the lip color after that. But I really loved this look and she loved the look as well. So I was so happy with that. And last but not least, I love this look here. And the reason why I love this look is because when I do mom's makeups, they tend to go for this photo here. When I get like moms of grooms or moms of brides looking through my Instagram page, they are instantly captured by this photo here, because if you notice in the before, even though she's a beautiful lady, she is an older mom with a lot of texture and fine lines, especially around her 11 lines, forehead, and frown lines as well. So if you notice, she has quite a bit of fine lines, which is to be expected. But in the after photo, her fine lines are not enhanced in any form. We managed to cover her dark spots, and she overall looks kind of like airbrush flawless. And how I achieved this was, again, making sure that the skin prep was really there. So usually older ladies tend to suffer from very dry skin, and that's the enemy of foundation. So I made sure to heavily moisturize her skin, as well as go in with a light-handed foundation at first. So I used the Cinema Secrets Cream Foundation palette that I have, because that foundation is a really nice medium coverage, but it does not go heavy on the skin. So I made sure to first do a light coverage on the face with just some foundation, and then go over top with a little bit more product of that one on any areas where I felt like she needed a little bit more coverage. That overall is what gave her that kind of flawless airbrush look, because if you go too heavy-handed with product in the first go and you have fine lines like this beautiful lady here, you're going to notice that all of the foundation starts to sink into those fine lines. So you want to make sure that you do not go in with a heavy hand, as well as use powder to your advantage. So don't go in with a ton of powder, but I did make sure to powder in any areas that the foundation would sink into. So around the frown lines and the forehead lines, I made sure to set that really well, just because those tend to sink into the skin. So yeah, that's all I have for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please remember to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel to see more of me. This was a different kind of fun video. If you guys enjoyed it and want me to do more of these in the future, please let me know in the comments down below, and I will see you in my next one. Bye guys!